Let's talk about the biggest news, Fernando Mendoza and the Heisman. And being that it's that first one for Indiana, your impressions of how that all played out wasn't really close in the final tallies as with him, but your impressions of the Heisman, everything that went in it, his representation of the institution, so forth and so on. Kind of give your take on the journalistic side of it.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people thought that this was maybe on the upper reaches of what was possible when he signed from Cal last year. Like you looked at the film and it was like, okay, there's a big arm here. There's a guy who is obviously a leader that his team looks up to, that can make all the throws, that seems to be extremely intelligent. And the question was, okay, he's a little bit skittish in the pocket, can and playing behind a poor offensive line over there at Cal, can they coach that out of him? And I think that
Mm-hmm.
that's what Indiana was able to do this season was they made him a lot more calm. They gave him a better offensive line and some weapons and said, "All right, go win it for us." And a lot of weeks he did just that. Obviously, they didn't need him every week, but when the chips were down, he made the biggest throws against Iowa, against Oregon, against Penn State, against Ohio State. When they needed a big throw, he made a big throw, and I think that that is what led him to winning this trophy. And again, the ceremony in New York and all of the stuff leading up to it was just another showcase of just how polished and humble that
Mm-hmm.
Fernando Mendoza is. Like he is one of those guys that I'm going to remember covering for a long time, just because I don't remember covering anyone who's that earnest, who is just he's just it seems like, and maybe there's some other Fernando that we don't know behind the scenes, but I highly doubt it, that he just seems like who he is all the time, is who he is when he talks to us. And it's really fun to watch. It's been a treat to cover him this year.